Yeah,
El
they be
Rey,
having the
when they
Mexican
be having the
AAA wrestler and shit.
the underground luchador fights and shit. They be fighting in barns and shit.
Hell yeah, I'm telling you.
That shit, yeah, because even Rey Mysterio is over there. They jumping off the fucking balcony.
Hell yeah.
Of a barn. I mean, yo.
I'm telling you, man, them motherfucking luchadors, nigga.
Right.
Let's do it.
I see we live.
Yes, sir. Greens and salutations.
Hold on, man. You ain't start the damn thing, man.
You said, no, you ain't starting.
Why I gotta start it?
No, what you mean? It's my money.
What's up, my people?
Money.
Okay. Greens and salutations. I'm your host. He's a Don. ManCave Talk the Crew.
Hey.
The crew.
What's up with you? What's up? What's up? What's up?
There you go. Lighten it up, son, because that motherfucker
please pay,
like a...
Please don't pay attention to the TV that's playing in the background right now. We don't own the rights to any of that.
We don't own the rights to any of that.
We about to get sued.
We're not about to get, because I think as long as we say we don't own the rights, I don't know. I think we might be safe.
No.
I don't know.
This shit come on like the NBA joint. You know, they say all that stuff. You cannot reproduce.
Yeah. Right. I don't know.
Let me go turn off hockey.
Yeah, they're going to turn that shit off.
No, we can say
like
hockey.
They be like,
let's turn off the sport on ice with pucks and sticks.
That motherfucker said the sport on ice and pucks and sticks.
I mean,
which was invented by a black man.
Well, hell yeah, you already know. Only a nigga can take lemons and make lemonade. He's like, hold up, I got a whole bunch of ice. It's cold as hell, so we can't do football or basketball or baseball. And I got it. Boom. Hockey is made. You're welcome, world. You're all fucking welcome.
Any shout outs before we get started?
Shout out to all the Geminis. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most wonderful time of the year. 'Tis
summertime
season.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. Where everything comes better is in twos, and everything is twice as better during Gemini season.
Click.
That's right.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Don't shout out. Get the gavel.
There's a lot of our viewers who happen to be Geminis. That's not my fault. Blame the big man upstairs. Okay, maybe he could have made everybody born in December.
Stop watching,
but he didn't. But he didn't. He spread everybody out. And some people are born in this month, that month. We just happen to be in the month of the Gemini. That's all. You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Welcome.
Spices, you got anything?
He said, Gemini, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
I want to shout out to all
it.
my TSA workers at the airport who watch our show. Thank you. You know, outside of work, I'm a totally different person.
I guess you had to reiterate that for y'all.
TSA, you watch our show, you see me, man, let me slide. Just wave me on through.
And then I got one more serious shout out. I got actual serious shout out.
Okay,
but my serious shout out is as you guys know, Memorial Day just passed. So I want to thank everybody out there for their service, all branches of the military, even those ones that are not here with us now. Thank you for your service. Thank you for determination, and thank you for your courage.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that shout out. Let me say this.
Everybody,
not because if you live in and you in the military, you don't get celebrated Memorial Day.
No,
Memorial Day is just to remember the motherfuckers that lost their lives.
But what if he was
other motthfuckers? Y'all gotta wait till Veterans Day.
I would say
what if he was close to somebody who lost their life? I mean, this.
I would say this. I
was right next to that, and I didn't die, but his blood was on
my neck. So just remember it.
I don't look at Memorial Day as a day to remember the people. I remember it. I look at it as a day of fucking sadness. You know why? Because those people would have lost their life for a war, they shouldn't have been fighting. I mean, every last
one. It was forced to go.
Yeah,
every last one of them.
Yeah,
you didn't have.
You know what I'm saying? When we talk about veterans and Memorial Day and all this shit that they done, and thank you for fighting for our country's freedom. Our country's freedom was never the one in jeopardy.
Right.
Let's talk about it for a second. You feel me? The fact is, the only true war that was fought on this land was over race. And that's the Civil War.
And that was us against us.
That was us against us. People trying to free people being in slavery. That's what our war was on this country. Whether it's a stupid war or not, that was our war. It's the other war that we had.
I'm gonna say the one after 9/11.
Go to Gulf War?
No. After 9/11, nigga.
Gulf War? What's the name?
Afghanistan.
Yeah, Afghanistan.
I can
actual Gulf War, but yeah.
I can
Oh.
slightly see that
Time.
because they did come. It's like, man, you came over here tried to beat my ass, so I'm about to come in your house and beat your ass.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, you got to give, although
No,
they're fighting a war that
No,
day.
because Travis, because we both know who knocked down those towers.
listen.
Let's talk about it. We know who knocked down the towers, so we all can hear the algorithm. Weapons of mass destruction. It was an algorithm. When Bush knocked down the fucking towers, that's all the fuck you heard. How are we gonna look for somebody, Travis, when we supplied them with everything they got? We're not looking for them. There's no, and then listen, let's keep it real.
Man, we still never found them weapons of mass destruction either.
Well, no, we still ain't looking for. We still ain't found them. Code Orange.
Yeah.
We don't know none of. We still ain't found those weapons.
In the words of my man G-Dub, you get on that horse, you gotta ride it.
Mm-hmm. No, the Code Orange shit. I believe that the Code Orange weapons is right next to where Tupac and Biggie's murderers' evidence is.
Yeah, right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I believe.
Oh,
I don't
sitting
know
on
where
the table where Tupac has got his feet up.
Yep.
You know, he ain't
Yeah,
dead.
He
Right.
ain't dead. He's chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Right next to Elvis.
That nigga is
Right.
right now.
Let me just say this: they got a
Michael
movie.
Jackson is playing spades together.
They got
And they all in Area 51.
Yeah.
they finally got a movie called Presley or Elvis.
Yeah.
So they finally got it.
It's-
The young man that's playing that role is about to blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I'm hope and pray they show his ass dead at the end of the fucking movie.
You know they
so
not.
we can
They
let's
not-
end
they
it
gonna
off.
listen.
You know
They
not.
gonna fuck around and leave that shit open ended.
I'm about to say, shut the fuck up.
You know how that shit goes. It's gonna be like The Sopranos and just fade to black.
Like, no
I
country
will-
for old men and shit. Like, remember that shit?
I will
That shit
go
was like,
back.
okay, what happened next, nigga?
I will go back to
Imagination.
the what we
Monsters
talking
Ball.
about.
What happened next? I'm saying.
I will go back to the war thing. They did come over here and drop shit on us. Kamikazes did come over here in Pearl Harbor and do some shit.
Yeah.
And still in all,
D-Day and all that.
yeah, still in all, we still ain't doing nothing but drop something on them.
Yeah.
We realized that when it came
That
to
was at
fighting,
Hiroshima and
when it
all
came
that
to fighting
shit.
Asians, whether Vietnamese, where the fuck we was fighting, we realized one thing, that we had a hard time winning that war. We did not win the Vietnam War at all. We lost more lives than they did.
Yeah.
We went into a
It was
land that
just
we
pretty much
had
like, yo, you know, we
no
done.
idea about. We went to a land that we had no idea about,
Right.
and that was their land, and they took full advantage of
Because
it.
we ain't know
And
about
they
the fucking
whooped-
Congos and jungles
Yeah.
And
and all
they
that
whooped our
shit.
fucking ass.
Well,
And what the fuck was we doing? We was doing shit that Americans do. What do Americans do? We can't beat them, so we start dropping chemicals and all Agent Orange and all this shit on this grass and all this shit to try to kill the agriculture so we can get to them because we can't see their asses in the grass. They popping up on us behind
Yeah.
trees and bushes.
But that's part of America's cockiness, thinking they can just do whatever the fuck they want, and niggas is just gonna
You
bow
know
down.
what? You're
And
right.
it's like, yo, you go into the right. It's just like anything. It's like America. You go into the right hood. It's somebody tougher than your ass.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You go into
Like
you
those
keep
two- like
kicking with
those-
people.
I just saw black motherfuckers was in Puerto Rico popping that shit, and all they found was their motherfucking rental car.
Oh shit! And
You
that's
gonna
why
learn
Yeah.
that they do shit different on an island.
Yep. Yep.
In the city, they might be able to find your body parts.
Mm.
On an island, they'll never find
Listen,
it.
Nope.
You can't be a gangster everywhere because guess
Nah.
what? You might be a gangster in your city, but you go somewhere else, I guarantee they might be more gangster than you.
Hell yeah! Or you can still
Them
be a
other
gangster.
them other countries, they gangsters
wow.
is real.
You to the upper room. They could be gangster in the upper room. Be
Man.
gangster as fuck.
Gangsters in other countries is not the same as gangsters in America.
Hell no!
That is-
Like I said, what's the name? Prove that shit.
when they
to me,
talk about they with the
City
shit,
of God.
them niggas is with
You ever
the
see
shit.
City of God? That shit is based on real shit. Like I've seen like 13-year-olds
Wait.
with AKs as tall
Wait.
as them.
Wait,
And it's
wait.
cool.
Oh,
Like,
no.
these
Right.
niggas
Oh,
walk
wait,
the
wait,
street.
wait.
These
These other
niggas-
countries, these
the
niggas
joint with
chopping
Morgan
off your
Freeman?
head in broad
Yeah.
I mean,
daylight.
not Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, that was.
Yeah. Where the
Churches
little
of the
13-year-old basically ran the fucking hood. And so, like, he was like Nino Brown at like 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with a gun on his lap, a 12-year-old. I was worried about homework, nigga. This nigga ran a town. You know?
And them motherfuckers, the police and shit really be scared of these niggas.
Yeah, like, yo, don't fuck with little
like,
Jimmy.
yo, that's
Like,
the
Jimmy
town.
pop a cap in your ass.
Like, police we don't go there.
Yeah, we don't go there. Like, he got police on his payroll at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. America is America, but every place else is not like America. People learn that shit. We talk about that shit with the healthcare. The healthcare is a big difference. When you start getting in the hood shit is way different. Your hood,
Yeah,
however
nah.
tough your hood is here,
Certain motherfuckers
go
say
south of the border and see what the fuck happens.
some motherfuckers say they do shit, but a lot of times motherfuckers have ethics and be like, okay, I'm not gonna do certain shit. certain gangsters in certain countries do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh yeah,
and then it ain't gonna be no consequences.
Street code.
Yeah,
which
some
codes good at following the shit anymore. But back then it's like, don't kill women and kids. That was every.
I just want to know what the fuck happened to
pop a kid in fucking South fucking Chile.
What happened to fucking organization of the crime though? Is not me. Like, let's keep it real. Let's just keep it real. I want to get a little history.
Everybody want to be the man. You can't have a crime organization and everybody at the top. It doesn't work like that.
Don't nobody respect where they're supposed to be no more.
Right.
Like, for example,
nobody want to be down here. Everybody want to be here. Everybody can't be up here.
The crazy part though is like watching like black crime and shit like that, especially in New York State, how black crime was wild, and then Bumpy Johnson came around and regulated that shit.
Yeah.
And he regulated from hanging out with Luciano and taking that way of how the Italians ran their business. You feel me? That's how that shit really got organized. His bike was running wild, like fucking
just doing whatever. Like,
right. He came and gave motherfuckers structure behind it.
There was a couple motherfuckers running numbers, but besides for that, just like C said, I mean, everybody was doing whatever the fuck they wanted,
right?
And there was no code or organization to the shit,
right?
And then they started adopting that fucking Italian way,
right?
And you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Bobby was showing like, look, we ain't got to do this.
Yeah,
I mean, we can all get this money and be organized with this shit.
People don't realize. You could still be the man. It could be this top motherfucker that's ahead of. You could be the man in your area. He the man over here. He the man over.
Well, that was the purpose of the commission.
They want to be the man in everything.
Yeah.
And that was the purpose of the real true commission.
Nobody want to be fucking Manolo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be Scarface.
The real true commission is all the bosses from the founding areas sit at one motherfucking table. They all make decisions. They got one fucking executive, the oversee, the CEO. That's just the face organization, which was Luciano at the time. Because, you know, he died of natural causes. He ain't had to worry about a motherfucker killing him after he formed the commission. Before that, his life was crazy. But at that time, though, he formed the commission and shit got organized, bootlegging, crime, drugs, all that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, all making money. Shit is regulated.
Right.
The other thing is you couldn't
checks and balances, man.
You couldn't just kill your own. You had to get permission.
Right.
You had to sit down with a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we don't want to be out here sloppy attracting unnecessary attention.
The only time I've seen that knocking the motherfucker off was like, yeah, okay, you get away with that one. Is when Sammy the Bull and Gotti knocked off the head of the Gambino family. Now, they didn't get permission for that, but because he was such a motherfucker, they like, you know what, Gotti, lucky motherfucker, we'll give you and your crew a pass on this one. Yeah. You feel me? But other than that, you had to get it. You got to like a board meeting. It's 9 motherfuckers. 7 out of the 9 got a judge. Your ass is done.
Yeah. It's over. Like R.I.P. Henry Hill. I'll never forget that scene from when they killed Joe Pesci, right in the back of the head in Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? That was a sit down. That wasn't just no sporadic emotional shit.
And they know what they fucking did.
Yeah, they know exactly.
And they know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And that's why all Jimmy got was like, he's gone. There's nothing nobody can do about it.
Yeah, that was it. He's like, nobody. Hey, it was already done.
And the fucked up part about Jimmy is he really couldn't do nothing because he wasn't Italian.
Yep.
And Ray Liotta wasn't Italian. There was nothing they could do about it.
The best he could do is have a sit down, and because he's not a full-blooded Italian, they would tell him no.
Yeah, we will listen to you, but we're going to tell you no anyway. We're going to listen to you because of Jimmy. He put in that work for us. So the least we can do is hear you out.
Yeah.
But at the end of the fucking day, we're not paying no attention to you, bro. Then one day you're not the other.
No.
Okay, now look. If you know us, technically, if you know us, this is sports. But if you also know us, we get to talk about some shit. They get to elaborate on some shit for quite a while.
Right.
So,
rabbit hole.
Right, he just said the weed is good.
Yeah, the weed is always
all right,
good.
so we're gonna get into it. This is something different. Congrats to Jay Judy on his misdemeanor domestic violence charges being dropped.
No, congratulations, because you're halfway decent wide receiver.
Okay.
But you ain't got no job, right?
But it says still a Bronco. Oh. Yeah, well, every article I read it says Bronco receiver, Broncos receiver. So it's not like they didn't cut him. They probably was waiting to see what was going to happen with that first.
I think they did their own.
You know, some
research.
motherfuckers be overreacting. Like, some shit happened. Like, he's going.
I don't think they be overreacting. A lot of times, like I said, I think a lot of these NFL teams got their own little private eyes and be like, "Yo, check him out," and then come back to me and look like. He's not gonna make that trial, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you know what? He got a good chance. Don't drop him yet.
They be like, you know what? We're gonna cut our losses now.
Because once you drop him, he's dropped. It's not like you can get the nigga back. You know what I'm saying?
I meant to give a shout out.
That fucking relationship is just fucking.
Yeah, it's a wrap at that point. Yeah.
I meant to give a shout out to the Raiders who gave me a call on Kaepernick to try out. I don't know if he's signed or not or whatever the case
is. Yes, he is. A 2-year, No, 3 years.
No, too many things here on Facebook. That's Facebook. I know exactly what
you're saying
that
fake.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fake. That's not real.
That's
I would as soon as I see that, I would do my research.
That was
Google
right to the
Google
NFL
News.
Network.
Yeah, nah, fuck
I went right to
that's
Google
not-
Sports, ESPN.
Right,
Like, if they on ESPN, I ain't trusting it.
You can look on Google News, but look where the source come from. Because when you get to that Google News, they have a bunch of shit, but in the corner and tell you the source of it.
Hell yeah.
If that source will say legitimate source on page.
It'd be like Reddit or some shit.
But he
Fuck all
did
that
try
shit.
out, and the tryouts went really good, is what I hear. Now, I don't know if he signed yet, but the plan is if he signed, it'd be a 2-year deal.
I think it was
So-
2 or 3 years.
So shout out to Raiders for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad for the Raiders.
Yeah,
About time.
definitely.
I wonder what corners, because you know that nigga was like taboo to, like, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder what corners they had to cut to get this nigga a tryout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of teams that wanted to get this nigga a
No,
tryout.
but I don't know.
You know what
but
I'm
you
saying?
know,
I think
that.
so. There's
No,
a lot of teams with a lot of bad.
There's a
quarterbacks
lot of
now.
teams that want to get a tryout, but nobody wanted the publicity.
And that
Right.
might-
That's exactly what it is. It's not
Right.
that nothing to do with skill. Not even the fact that it was kneeling down, because quietly a lot of owners respect what he was doing.
Mhm.
Because come out and say it verbally because all the bullshit that was around
And
it.
then all the shit happened in this fucking world. And
Right.
And then now,
Right now, to be honest, this is a perfect time, especially for the Raiders. We had all that bullshit going on with Gruden,
yeah,
and all that racist shit supposedly.
Right.
Shit. Now you got Josh McDaniel from the Patriots. You got fucking Adams and all that shit. Like, you revamping. Why not?
Yeah, with that sign, they could turn from possible racist to the blackest team in the NFL.
You feel me?
Just by signing.
And that
Colin
should turn. That should go from the height of racism.
I guess
to
I'll
the
be a
bottom
Raider
of it.
fan.
You know what I mean? That's a fact.
Guess I'll be a
That's a
Raider
fact.
fan.
All right, let's keep it going. How y'all feel about about Devin Hand becoming the Lakers coach?
I'm very excited about that.
Me too.
I'm
Me
very
too.
Who the hell is
excited
Devin Ham?
about- Oh, what
I
the
don't
hell?
fucking
Wasn't
say
he-
who the hell is
Didn't he
Devin
play for the
Hand.
Lakers?
Darwin.
That was Darwin Hand. No, this is Devin Hand.
Oh, didn't know Devin Ham. Yeah, you right.
Darwin
Yeah,
Hand played for Lakers. Devin Hand. We talking about Devin
He
Hand.
was a
He
player
played for
too.
he played for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah,
Definitely
He played
for
for a
a few. He played for a couple
Okay.
teams.
yeah.
But he actually is the assistant coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. I think this is a very good acquisition for the Lakers. I think he's going to do a very good job.
Right.
This is a coach that's going to tell you, shut up, they're going to do it my way. He's going to incorporate that toughness. He's going to run his lineup. So I think that's what the Lakers need. Like, LeBron, you're the star, but shut up. I'm running this.
Yeah. Well,
And
basketball.
So LeBron coming off the bench?
No. They ain't got nobody to start over it.
Yeah, so if you had a better
If I had a better player, then yeah, shit.
But unfortunately, that nigga at 60
Unfortunately-
is still the best small forward they fucking got.
Right, right.
Unfortunately.
Shit. The best small forward in the fucking league, if you want to call it, at his age still.
I'll give you
That's
that
a
all
fact.
around. I'll give you
So
that.
if you had like a
Okay.
so if
Ain't
you
really
had,
good small
No.
forwards nowadays.
Boy, there's a
Tatum-
lot of
Tatum's the only person that can even talk.
there's a lot of
LeBron
good
James.
small. There's a lot of good
Is
small
Giannis
forwards.
a small?
shooting guards.
Huh?
Hey,
You consider Giannis a small forward?
he
He
started at the he
Yeah,
started at the he
well,
started
Well,
at
I mean,
the three.
granted, he could play 2 through 4. I mean, let's get that straight. I can see him as a shooting guard because he got the handle for it.
He started the power forward
But he-
when Middleton is.
But I know I know he played sorry at power forward.
I just don't
Yeah.
trust his fucking ball handle. He ain't got many fucking.
I don't
I
trust
mean-
his handles, but his length and shit is so
Yeah.
long. Like, if you don't want you to touch the ball,
Yeah,
you're
right.
not going to touch it. If that nigga just dribble back here, it's a wrap. That shit damn near all the way at the other end of the court. Long ass
Uh-huh.
iron.
Like I would put KD at the motherfucking 3 before.
Yeah?
Giannis, sit your ass at this 4.
Yeah, he's not skilled enough to me to be a you know what I'm saying?
but-
You take away his drive, and he's just a normal tall
No,
motherfucker.
but he's like a.
He don't got no.
But he's
ball
like a-
skill.
He's like, but he don't really need it at the 3. He's like a.
No, he don't need that at the 3. He don't
He
need
like
like
a
a supporting cast he got either.
Think
He got a real
about
good supporting cast.
Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
Great
I
small
remember
forward.
Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
But his role, he was long, just like on the 2 board. He was small
Yeah.
forward, but he didn't really need to play the role. He went to the role, he played some D, he got the corner 3. Now, once Greek Freak developed that corner 3,
Yeah.
he'll
And
be
that's why-
And if
something
he
there.
fucking learn to shoot fucking free throws,
That'll come. You feel me? That'll come. I've seen motherfuckers that's good at shooting threes that can't hit free throws.
Yeah.
So that'll come. I just need him to keep working on it. Because let's be honest, he hasn't really been in the league 10 years yet.
No,
He's
He's
still
still young.
relatively young.
he's still
Right.
young.
You
And
feel
not
me?
that many
So-
injuries on his fucking
Right. So as long as he
you know
get
what
better, I want to be able to say that he can hit the free throw at like maybe 3
and
years
if
out
this
of line.
niggas don't stop taking fucking 30 seconds to shoot the gap, yo,
Yo,
He-
I
he-
hate when he goes
And
to
I-
He
the
ain't
line.
worse than Karl Malone. So
And that's a good question to have.
he ain't worse than Karl Malone.
Would it matter more if he was a 92% free throw shooter, but still took in a half a
No,
minute to shoot?
that shit is annoying as
If he,
fuck.
was, if he was cash money, last 2 seconds at the free throw line, you know he about to drop these 2 like a
No, I would be like,
like
yo,
a curve.
this nigga
anybody
money,
like
but
that.
he need to fucking hurry this shit up, man.
Right. You could do a whole
It's
commercial.
it's just worse because he take all his time and still miss.
Yeah,
Right.
And it's worse they don't call the shit. Like I've read, like out of all the Bucks games,
Sometimes he's went over that goddamn.
that's what I'm saying. And I made it seem they maybe called it on him like 2 or 3 times. I know he slashed probably one of the faces of the league. You know what I mean? But shit, man.
It's not, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, call the
come
shit
on,
out.
man, right.
When it's so bad, when the crowd is counting the shit out, you gotta call the shit, bro.
Right.
You gotta call the
3
shit.
seconds over and they still counting. And you like,
These
go
niggas
ahead,
is like,
Giannis.
These niggas are like 13, 14. I'm like, yo, blow the blood like what's the name? Blow the whistle. Blow the fucking whistle.
Little Giants.
I'm telling you, I understand the face. I mean, he won't be the face for long. I'm liking Ja. Ja's doing his thing, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a whole different story.
Ja just got a couple things he got to work on.
But he's really young, like you know what I'm saying. And for him to,
and it ain't much.
This is what
Like,
impresses
I
me
wish he
about
just
Ja.
if he come to be like a better jump shooter.
Yeah,
That's it, really.
This will be his third, like I say.
Yeah, but that's already happening though.
You got
that's
rookie
already
year,
happening.
And he
next-
just got to stay aggressive because sometimes
I
he kind of get like a little timid. He just
No, but he's aggressive. My only thing I think is he got to put on some weight. He's still
but
really
as
thin.
physical, he try to
He's
go
still
and
really
be down
thin.
there.
He need to
he's
put on-
thin, but I think that attributes to how athletic he is. Like his
but
vertical is crazy,
you know what?
and I think that's because he's 76 pounds.
But you know,
Like you know what I'm saying?
but-
That nigga
come
jumping
on,
you want to hear something? But you want to
He
hear
said the
something?
same thing when KD came in the league and like that nigga still.
Look at Stephen Curry when he came back and came to league to Curry.
Oh yeah, he put on some weight. That
You're gonna have to eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
To stay, and he don't even have the ankle issues that Steph had.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if he don't put on some weight, look at MJ. MJ was fucking like this when he came to the league.
Yeah,
He had to put on that weight because Detroit was beating his ass up.
yeah.
Now this
Well,
league
you
is
gotta remember,
different.
These is kids. Like,
I say, you know what I'm
saying?
I would say this league is different though. I mean, he ain't got to worry about going through the physicalities that MJ
But when
went
you want to
through.
get down there
But,
and go up with
right.
the big men, that's down
And he
there, I
does,
don't
and
see
he do get down there. And that's
like,
where
if you don't put on the weight, that shit
Right.
will wear on your body, and
Right.
then that's when the injuries gonna start happening.
Yeah. So hopefully we see. I don't want to. It's that thin line where I don't want to take away. I love his speed. I love his acceleration. I love his drive. I love all that physicality about him. I like how it is now. You know what I mean?
but you know what his son though, Lamar, with all his sports training and medicine and shit, they'll make sure that he'll stay agile as he put on the weight.
It's different.
It's
now.
different. It's different.
It's
now.
different.
It's a
Like,
lot
these niggas
different
just
now.
put on weight. Like Michael just put on weight and went to the gym.
It's
Right.
Just,
These
it's
motherfuckers-
just that the weight after you put on the weight, it's just certain exercises you got to do to work. on
Yo,
that.
and these
Like,
motherfuckers,
I dig that.
if you notice in basketball, I don't know how it is in football. Well, I mean, it's probably like that in every sport now because the sports medicine technology has advanced.
Yeah.
But if you notice, you could be in basketball 20 pounds overweight by next week. You just shit at 15 pounds quick.
Yeah, because it's
It's
a
about that
cardiovascular
diet, that
sport.
fucking your working
Right.
out.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
This
a
shit's crazy,
cardiovascular
right.
sport.
I don't like though. That's kind of a star. I don't like Trey Young.
You know
You
what?
don't like Trey?
You know, like
Young?
Trey,
I don't.
it's his hairline, ain't it?
You stupid. That's what it is.
Oh, that shit.
It's
The
that
old
shit
man.
right
No,
here.
I just think it's so, like
I mean,
he got a lot of hype, but it's like.
you know what?
I'm a Trey Young fan. He made me.
I'm about to say I can't say I'm a Trey Young fan, but I will be. And what I say by that is he'll start to get all the shit that'll make him like. Unfortunately, he's the next Curry. Like that's when I'm saying faces of the league. I don't mean the best player. I mean the player that you see on the commercial all the time, and the player.
Oh no, he's definitely one of the
and
faces.
young kids want to be like.
Yeah,
And he's one of the faces. Young kids be wanting to be like fucking Ice Tray. You know what I'm saying? I mean, call it what you want. But they building a franchise around him. He's not gonna go nowhere no time soon.
He better not. They better
You know
not
what
let
I'm
him go.
saying?
They better build around him.
Listen,
Make sure that they
Atlanta
keep
ain't been
him.
good in how long?
Right, he make them boys
He
irrelevant.
like a Luka. I think he just need one more piece. He need one more solid piece.
Luka need more than one piece.
I don't know. Luka's dangerous.
Yo, pass it.
You give him a piece.
You was about to hit that shit, wasn't you?
Oh yeah, well.
If you give him one good piece, like that, and the bad thing, shout out to Dallas, because I know y'all niggas been trying. Y'all tried with the Porzingis shit. Y'all tried.
Oh my god!
Like you know, they trying to get him another piece, but nobody never fit.
And that's not that he's ass. He's one of those tall niggas from over the other countries that just cannot stay healthy.
Yeah.
When he's healthy,
Yeah, when he was a Knick,
he's probably almost virtually unstoppable.
So sweet, bro.
Yeah. And then he started to get hurt, and he's been getting hurt the last 3-4 fucking years.
And that might go back to a 10-2. Maybe he needed to put on some weight.
Maybe he needed to put on some weight.
The thickest.
Yeah, because he was long and skinny. I said was like in past tense. He is long and skinny.
But they've been trying, and I think that's the type of effort that Dallas is putting in to getting Luka some help. I need Atlanta to put that same effort in. They need one more semi-big time to big time score.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving.
I got a question.
All right, go ahead.
Tell us what's on your mind, Black Hammer.
Earlier. And they said that Steph Curry have to win a Finals MVP to solidify his resume as one of the greats.
No, it's motherfuckers that didn't even make it to the finals. That's in the Hall of Fame right now.
No. They was going through, and it was like, I was hearing it. Who was on? It was like Perk. It was Matt Barnes and
who podcast was it?
No, I forgot what I was watching on TV, and it was JJ Redick.
I might have been watching the first take there.
And it was like, yo, if you go, he was like, all my like top 10, top 12 all times, all have a Finals MVP except Curry. He said, but then he was like, he kind of got screwed out of it because that year that Iggy won it, that should have been Steph. They said,
I don't know.
They said every year they was in the finals, Curry was averaging like 26, 8, and 5.
But that is more than that, though. I feel like that year that Iggy won that shit, they won it because of him.
Well, because his defense was fucking spectacular.
That's a fucking series. Fact. Like, he deserved that. Just like a year I thought Tim Duncan should have won MVP, and they gave it to Kawhi. And I thought about, like, why the fuck would they give it to Kawhi? But they gave it to Kawhi because Kawhi played mad defense. That was his rookie year, right? They won it, or his second year?
Second year they won it.
Like, why the fuck would you give it to Kawhi and fucking Tim Duncan was double, triple-double the whole playoff?
On the map. Like, a lot of niggas didn't really know who Kawhi was.
Right. That's a fact.
Like, oh, shit.
That's a fact.
That contract to go to motherfucking
yeah, hell yeah. And then that was impressive, too.
I was really surprised that whole San Antonio thing. No, not that he left. Because it started like I was surprised that the relationship got it's crazy that he like what happened? Y'all went Y'all went on this fucking crazy run where he was like the last 2 out of 3 years it was y'all in the finals, and then all of a sudden
that was when he didn't want to come back when he was hurt and all that shit.
But then with him and Pop and the players that they would have had around him, I mean, Tony Parker by then retired and all that type of shit like that. But they could have won another 2 or 3 championships.
Yeah, but
if he would have won a championship in Toronto, he definitely could have won a championship that next year in San Antonio.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, San Antonio's going to do a change too, though, because they thought LaMarcus Aldridge was going to be something and he wound up being that.
Yeah. He had spurts. He had flashes of being
really he's good. Another one that was really good. So he started getting hurt too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Brandon Roy, man. I don't even tell him what you would have been if you ain't had knee problems. Man. What Portland would have been if he ain't had knee problems.
There's so many of them. I was thinking about Penny Hardaway the other day.
Grant Hill.
Yeah, Grant Hill.
Nigga that never got his career started.
I can't listen.
You
know why I can't?
I call him the slow LeBron because he looked like a Down syndrome LeBron James.
No, somebody and I'm gonna cut you real quick. And somebody said it like if you try to draw that nigga from memory, that's what Greg Oden looked like.
Just like they did there.
Yeah, they do a whole bunch of draw niggas from memory and shit. Now, when I seen that shit, I was like, shut the fuck up.
I can't add Grant Hill to that list only because he ruptured both his Achilles. And still want to come back and having a successful career. Yeah, you know how hard that is.
Yeah, but imagine. Without rupturing both of them motherfuckers, what kind of career we had? We're talking about him as the best small forward all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
And fucking Stackhouse.
That's what I'm saying. But Grant Hill was just solid all around, man. I mean,
he is besides Shea Battier, is probably one of the only new players I respect.
Yeah.
Because I do not fuck with him. Yeah, I'm a Battier fan. And it's because I'm gonna tell you why I'm a Battier fan. He came into the league because he was like a Draymond Green, 15 and 15 out of Duke, playing real physical defense. That's what he came to the league for. As he started getting later on in his career, now he can hit the jump shot. Yeah. Now his jumper was starting to come together, even in the mid range. Like, so I thought because you can see the progression of the shot, like it got better than
I liked him when he was in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good bad year.
Yeah,
that was. A good
I liked
bad
them in Memphis though when they had it was him and the other Cazone, not Mike. Mike wasn't there yet. It was Paul.
Paul Cazone.
Yeah.
With
I want to say Sharif Abdul, but maybe I might be thinking too far back.
I want to see him in 305, my nigga.
Or was it Cooley? Was it Conley and Tony Allen?
Ended a career
baddie. Granddaddy baddie.
Did he get drafted to Memphis?
I think so.
Right, yeah, that's what I am.
He might have been Vancouver then when he got drafted.
It was Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Oh, so you know what? They didn't even have Cazone. They had Big Country. They had Brian Reeves.
Yeah.
I think
that's a fact. Yeah,
I think they drafted him when I think that first year when they went to Memphis. I think that's when they got.
And then they had Big Zoe. What was doing that?
Zebo. Zach
Randolph.
Yeah, he was definitely there before he came in there.
I had never seen a center as dominant as him that literally jumped this high off the ground. This nigga's vertical. Like you couldn't slip a piece of paper up under this nigga. He would tear the paper. He couldn't jump over a piece of paper.
Right.
Zebo was definitely that dude.
But he would get you 20 and 15 games.
Yes, he would. Listen,
like, I'm like, how is he getting rebounds and he don't even come off the fucking
That's what
floor.
I'm saying.
He was the shortest power forward I've seen in a long time.
He wasn't short though.
That was I'm saying compared to other
low. Like you know what I mean? He played mad low to the ground. Like
he was a shit when he was a Knick. I loved him as a Knick. Definitely.
It
was in Portland and Grizzly. Like wherever he went, he did his thing.
Because when they had playoff runs, they would just he would like I've seen playoff runs where he scored like 10, 12 straight points. They just keep on giving it to him in the post, and he had so many moves in the post.
He gets you them fucking quality buckets when you need them.
You needed it.
Like that spark you need off the bench.
Yeah.
Speaking of 305, what happened with Miami?
That's
okay. We're about to get into some shit real quick. Hold on.
To the Eastern Conference Finals, but we got there. Unlike a lot of other teams.
Credit to Boston's defense.
Yes.
Or Miami and Milwaukee being beat up.
I can't say, well, as far as on Miami's end, I can't say beat up, but our players didn't play like they were supposed to. Bam didn't fucking start playing until fucking game 4 or 5 in the fucking Eastern Conference.
I'm not about to talk about Bam right now. He pisses me off.
No, I did. Yeah,
I do like Bam.
Not just you, me too.
Yeah,
that's a fucking all-star center.
That was a series.
Playing no
that was a
series
shit. He was supposed to dominate.
That exactly.
Who the fuck can check him on Boston?
Nobody.
Mike Williams. No, Mike Williams. Mike Williams definitely played D, but his thing is he didn't shoot the ball enough.
Yeah,
that was my problem with him.
He was playing D. He just wasn't being assertive on offense.
Right.
He was playing defense.
But here's my thing about that though. Like, yeah, Boston did play great D. That's what they go for. But here's my thing: if Jimmy Butler was 110%, and Hero played every game, I still think it would be different.
It would have been different.
So now, would it have been different if Jimmy Butler had what he had 2 horrible games that series?
Game 1 and 2.
Yeah, but he's been banged up since last year.
Yeah.
And his knee being fucked up showed this series.
Right.
And it was several times he was grimacing and walking, coming up the court or laying in shady because his knee is fucked up.
Yeah. And Hero takes off a lot of ball pressure.
Right. Whether he's making his shots or not, it still takes a lot of ball pressure. You gotta respect it. Because any good time you get hot.
Even when Curry missing, you still not gonna leave his ass open.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then this nigga gonna pull from half court right in your fucking
and
mouth.
then when he drilled, then what you gonna tell your coach? Well, he was 0 for 7.
Nah,
like,
it's the same thing with
Steph Curry. Retired.
It's the same thing with Milwaukee. I mean, if Middleton was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying,
because then that space out the floor, now Giannis can fucking
do his
get into the lane and shit.
And
do his Euro step.
And Middleton's underrated for getting other people involved. They always want to talk about how Antetokounmpo gets Middleton involved, but Middleton gets everybody involved as well. And you miss that ball movement.
Yeah.
You feel me? On the court one day, now you got to rely on Drew Holiday, which I ain't taking nothing from.
I fuck with Drew.
Yeah.
I think going to Milwaukee was the best thing for him.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But when you got to rely on him and Porter only,
that's
put more
pressure on the Greek Freak.
Right. And then you got that Bogdanovic. Is that how
Bogdanovic.
Yeah. Now he can shoot, but he's a defensive liability.
Yeah.
So now what do you do when you play somebody like Boston, where they start to 5, they fucking their rotation is probably 8 men, when all 8 motherfuckers can turn up on you at any given time.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's it. Is
Young. Oh my God.
Shout out.
Only old nigga on their team is Al Horford.
And I was gonna say, shout out to Al Horford though.
Right.
And he get better.
He's
Like,
still
that nigga's
bars,
like
though.
a fine wine, dog. He
Yeah.
get better with age.
Right.
Better
I was
with
saying
age.
he's gotten better. Like they need him
Yeah.
for that leadership.
I think he's a perfect example. Like we always talk about, people don't fit people's systems. I think he's a perfect example of a person that fits the team system perfectly. Like you can tell when he left, he wasn't shit when he left. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't shit before he got there in Atlanta, for real. When he got to Boston is when he really showed his true colors. And I think he's part of the system. Like it's bad players for systems, but it's good players for systems.
Right.
And I think playing with them young boys revitalized.
And what's crazy about Boston to me is the young niggas got playoff experience.
Yeah.
Like usually you'd be like, okay, Al Horford there, but he the only nigga that got play. The rest of these niggas are sweet, but they ain't really
Right. They ain't got that deep fucking brother, but
they do. Tatum and Brown and these niggas done been there before. Smart done been there before. You know what I'm saying? A couple times.
I think Smart like the second oldest nigga on their squad.
Hell yeah. And I get Smart props. As Smart, I like to call it the Cam Chancellor effect. I noticed the difference in Boston when that nigga is fucking playing. And they are a whole different team.
You know why? Because he got a different grit to him than all them other niggas got.
Yeah.
Like he got that he bring that hood shit to the court for them. So it's like, all right, it's time to turn the fuck up now.
Yeah. He do with Patrick Beverly and shit. He's what's his name? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the hood, like I call it the Rob Rays. Like I think NBA teams are starting to have like enforcers, but you can't just beat somebody up on the court. You know what I'm saying? So an enforcer you know what I'm saying, taking the charges, getting the niggas' faces, yelling at the ref.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Listen, if this was 2K, that nigga motherfucking got fucking the purple badge is defensive leader.
He's in that purple badge, that Hall of Fame defensive leader joint.
Said increase everybody joint.
Hell yeah. That nigga is nice. And like I said, this is coming from a Heat fan. And I was real happy the games that he was out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I hate to say it like that. When I seen him roll on his ankle, I was like, oh shit. But oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, if this nigga's out,
we got
can
shot.
whoop these niggas' ass when this nigga's out. I was like, I'm gonna fuck about Al Horford for real. I was like, I'm worried about Smart because they whole team get energized when that nigga's on the floor. Morant do the same thing for these niggas. It's a couple motherfuckers that just you could tell the difference.
Right.
Benny Microwave Johnson was one of the first people I seen that was that type of player where the team was different when that nigga was on
everybody the court. Got that person.
Yeah. And if you don't,
like
you
all the
one.
teams right now, like
so
hate him or not.
So who go win it? Who go win this year?
Got Draymond.
Who y'all think gonna win this year?
Golden State.
I think Golden State.
Yeah. You want one?
Hell yeah.
Well,
right.
To go back to the last statement, I think it was.
I think we smoking a blunt.
Oh. I think it was.
We killed Germ.
I mean, if you want to hear.
I think Boston
played good defense.
Yes,
but I do think that the injuries definitely played a part.
I didn't touch it.
Boston.
I just grabbed the white part. I swear.
But now, with that being said, my next question is:
okay,
who's the most valuable player in the series now that they're playing on the state? Who's the most valuable to their team and why?
Which team?
It's going to both teams. Like, the series is like who's the most valuable player in this series and why?
I'm gonna say Smart. Why? Because just like we said, he's the go-getter. He's the. Well, then again, I don't know. Damn, because I forgot about.
I'm gonna say Jaylen Brown.
That's what my
Jaylen Brown. Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
You know Tatum gonna be Tatum, but if Brown,
yeah,
like Tatum can have all them points, but if Brown don't compliment that shit,
yeah. Well, my thing is, I know the Warriors are smart enough to be like, okay, we're gonna try to lock down Tatum, and whoever else beat us. As long as this nigga don't beat us,
they gonna probably have Wiggins. They gonna probably have Wiggins on.
We're straight. That's gonna be their goal.
Him agree.
So with that being said, it's gonna be the point production of Green, and my pick for Golden State was gonna be Wiggins. I think he's gonna be the X factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he's gonna be the X factor. They are a different team when he is balling. Curry's gonna do his thing. Clay's gonna do it. It's certain motherfuckers here. Poole's gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Poole's getting automatic
and these niggas might be 100% too. They supposed to be getting Iggy back. They supposed to be getting Gary Payton back.
Gary Payton and
Porter Jr.
Yeah, they get
all three of them supposed to be coming back.
I don't know because then there's even the second line don't got no weakness at that point.
What for Golden
State? Yeah,
for me,
you got 10 niggas that can ball the fuck out. Like that's crazy.
For me, if the people I think is gonna be most valuable is gonna be Otto Porter. They need him, regardless of all these people.
Yeah, he's supposed to be back.
Yeah. They need him. They need him for rebounding. They're gonna need him for defense. And on the other side of the ball. And like, yeah, I fuck with the Tatums and the Jaylen Browns and the Smarts and all that. But honestly, I think they need Al Horford at the most.
Al Horford?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be he's going
to be
the
key factor, right?
I know corner three from the center is a dangerous thing.
And I ain't even talking about that. He guards. He's able to guard. He's quick on his feet when it comes to switching on men.
Oh, yeah, they're going to switch.
He's a rebounder. He's a facilitator. And like Travis was saying, he can make shots from the corner. And that's somebody you got to respect for the 3-point line, especially when you shoot over 43%, which is the average for NBA 3-point shooting anyway. So you got to step out for that. You feel me? And now, if he's on the court and Draymond's not, and now you can rely on somebody like Looney or one of the other motherfuckers there, and that shit having to get switched. It's gonna be some problems there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you guarantee, watch, they're gonna try to switch Hartford on the fucking like a Klay Thomas or a fucking Steph Curry.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna happen.
He can actually play out there a little bit.
And what he's underrated for is that he can play with his back to the basket. He hasn't shown that much in the playoffs, but he's ass.
Yeah.
So now you get somebody little like fucking Klay or fucking whatever the fuck down there, and you're in trouble. Even the Wiggins, you're gonna be in trouble. You feel me?
Right.
And so I think on that end is Hartford, and I think on the other end is definitely Otto Porter Jr. And I say that because now when it comes down to it, he can also check several motherfuckers on the court. Now I'm not saying it for offenses. He don't give you very much, but when he's hot, he's hot. I seen him get hot out there at the 3-point line. But my main thing for him is that he's able to get up and down the court faster than Looney. And he's going to be able to get down there and get rebounds for Golden State because that's going to be a big problem for them, especially if Hartford, fucking Williams is healthy, if Tatum knee is good, shoulder is good, all these boys rebound. That's going to be a problem for Golden State when your best rebounders are Draymond and Looney and Porter. Porter's got to get down there. His rotation has to be Porter playing more.
Right.
At this point, when you this deep in the playoffs, you know who your 8 people is. But it's always going to be a starting 5 and then another 3 coming off of that. You pretty much not going to go deep into your bench unless you get blown out or somebody get hurt. In the NBA or in basketball, period, you don't play 10 motherfuckers when it comes playoff. You play 8 to 7. Motherfuckers will have to suck that
unless
shit
you really,
you feel me?
Right. So unless you're really deep like that, and who play like? It's some teams that do go that deep.
But it ain't many because at this point, like a lot of time, you know who you want out there during playoff time.
Yeah.
So
you got like
a lot of times you
probably got about like an 8-man rotation.
Yeah, that's what I say. 8 men. It's really no more than that. It's just starting 5 and your 3 after that, and you just blend it together. You know what I'm saying? You might have a knife. You might have a knife, and that's just to get everybody else a break. He's only in there for 2 minutes. Count your time. You got a wristband? Hope you got a clock on it. You got 2 minutes.
That nigga, he one of them niggas that come in when it's like 42 seconds left in the motherfucking quarter.
Right.
And shit. Like, yo, go sit down to the second quarter, man.
Right.
Jimmy got you. Go ahead. Get it, Jimmy.
That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I know Boston gonna win it.
All right. Hold on. I got one more. Come down to hockey. Who you got? McKinnon or McDavid?
That's an arrow, McDavid.
You only say McDavid because that's only because I don't know who McKinnon is.
I know McKinnon is.
I'm saying McDavid because this whole fucking playoff, that nigga McDavid has had them motherfucking Oilers
and the whole playoff, McKinnon has those boys on his back. You better look at the stats. McKinnon is true. And everybody know I'm a Colorado fan. So I know that. Yeah, but still, that's not why I'm going with McKinnon. I just think that everybody looking at McDavid.
We're going looking at McDavid and Evander.
Evander's not on my list. I said McDavid or McKinnon. Not Evander. That doesn't like any one of them.
I know. I just like Evander.
I just like Evander Kane. Okay,
I
support my black.
It don't make no goddamn sense.
Right.
That's that.
Right.
I know, but I'm still going to make that.
All right, I got one more question. Does the Rangers have a chance of being Tampa?
Do the Rangers have a chance to beat Tampa?
They have a chance.
Yeah.
Everybody got a chance.
Everybody got a
high
chance.
but it's a chance.
But I think Tampa.
But
Tampa.
No
thing
fucking
is,
chance in hell,
I only
Rangers.
say like it's very slim because Tampa is like that, man.
Tampa got 3 solid lines, and that first line is dangerous.
It's dangerous,
like
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they second line and they checking line ain't that bad neither. You know what I'm saying? And when you give them boys a rest and you get that fresh, sweet ass first line back on, them niggas do damage.
They're the only team in 5 years that's been able to keep a cluster of players together, and the players that they do lose are able to refill them spots with players that's just good as the ones that they lost.
Yeah.
They're very good at fucking picking their players, scouting, and drafting.
Listen.
And that proves in the fact that they've been to the championship 3 out of the last like 6 years.
Right.
Some stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Like,
what
I'm fucking over it.
And
fellas, Colorado, let me tell you something right now. I'm not fucking hooked. I'm not hook and sinker like fucking Colorado's going all the way, because this is what the fuck y'all do every year. We get to the Western Conference Finals. So let's prove me wrong this year, please. They lose to anybody in the Western Conference Finals. They even got to be Edmonton. They lose to fucking anybody. Pisses me off.
Well, they win 6-3 right now.
Oh, they win 6-3?
It's 3.
So the fact that they no goddamn goaltender that a game is a playoff game is 6-3. What the fuck is a goaltender right now?
It's only in the second period.
Right.
Yeah.
Before you showed on TV, it was just about to end the first.
Yeah.
Wait,
what the fuck is happening right now?
All
right, with that being said, people, we'll be right
back.
back with you on a small little break. Peace.
Right back.
Yo, that nigga goes against average is horrible right now.
You said right?
6 goals.
I'm about to say his goal is like 15, 63 right now. He got that shit that EA Sports where you score like 5 goals on a nigga in the first minute and you see what his goals to get that 27. God damn.
Yeah.
Why your shit double digits? Like, how the fuck did that happen?
Like, you're trash.
Right?
You work at Amazon tonight?
Mm-hmm.